What's up, vinyl community? Cliff the Vinyl Cheapskate here. Cheers. Having a little morning coffee here. Columbus Day. I'm off work. My wife has work. And my son has school. So I'm sitting home alone and decided I'm going to do a quick video of some dollar bin finds and freebies that I got this weekend. I went to record store on Friday on my way home from work that I usually don't. I left these out of my vinyl finds video just because they're not my typical stuff and because it's kind of a lot and I didn't want to add that onto the stuff I've been getting the last couple weeks. So instead of having this on the next vinyl finds, I'm just gonna do it now. Get it out of the way. But I went to this record store called Trax on Wax in Catonsville, Maryland. Good shop. They have a ton of stuff. Really, really good rock and roll section, like huge rock and roll section. So that's why I think some of these were in the dollar bin. They probably get a ton of this stuff, and honestly, they're not all in the greatest shape. They're in good shape. They play through, but not the greatest shape. So before I get too jibber jabbery, let's get started. I'm gonna start off with, I found this. I'm gonna start off with the free stuff. What we're listening to now: Turtles, Golden Hits. Yeah, this was free. It was out front, and I was like, hey, I like the Turtles well enough. 60s vibe stuff, pretty cool. So why not? It's a little poppy, not my favorite kind of stuff. There's a little bit of garage elements in there, but it's really poppy stuff. But pretty cool. Hopefully I don't get a copyright strike, but I'll go turn this down just to try and avoid it. Also, one of the free ones was a coincidence, because if you follow my Instagram, you probably already saw this, but I got this best of the Beach Boys. And I'm not crazy about the Beach Boys. I like them well enough. I like their weird stuff, though. This is a little more of their not so weird stuff. But got this Beach Boys. But what's funny is see how trashed this is? This is like, this album cover is completely trashed. That's why this was in the free stuff. But completely split on the bottom there. Almost completely split all down the sides. Big tears and like, see all that? Like tears and... But the record's okay. Record seems alright. But what's funny is, I had a spare cover of this. But I never thought I was going to buy that record, because I was just like, yeah, if I find it, probably already have a cover. And I have like I had a perfect cover that I ruined to put Venom's Possessed in. Because I bought this with I bought this Green Combat label copy of Venom's Possessed not too long ago, and I had no sleeve for it, so I was like, I'll just make a sleeve. And I picked a random one, and I randomly picked this one to make into my sleeve, and lo and behold, I find a copy with a trashed sleeve. I could have used that sleeve. Dope. But anyway, some more freebie stuff. None of this stuff's really... I got one real killer freebie. This is the killer freebie I was actually excited about. Jethro Tull Bark. Not Jethro Tull, but who am I kidding? Jefferson Airplane Bark. And this album's pretty fucking good hippie rock and roll stuff. Crazy Miranda's the track on here, I think. For me, at least, I love that track. But yeah, I got this. It's a little beat up. You know, the sleeves beat up. The record's actually like just about pristine. Like, it's got some marks, a little bit of groove wear, but it's not bad. It plays fine. It sounds pretty good. Also, I got, once in a while, I like to listen to a little Cat Stevens. I got Cat Stevens. Catch Bullet 4. And this was, it has a dollar sticker, but it's crossed out. This was in the freebie section. Pretty sweet. Not too bad. It's in good condition. I'll throw it in. I like Cat Stevens a little bit. And for free, you can't go wrong. It's dirty. I need to clean these. Some of them. This one didn't need cleaning. Got a couple banjo records. Banjo Kings. What's this? Nostalgia Revisited in Hi-Fi. I don't know. This was a freebie. Figured why not. These are some mystery records. I don't know what these sound like. I just bought them because they're banjo records, and I like the banjo. It's fun to put this stuff on once in a while. This is just Banjo Kings on the Good Time Jazz label. Don't know what that is. I'm guessing these are older. Yeah, Banjo Kings, there's labels. These also need a cleaning. I'm probably going to replace the inners because they're all crinkled and messed up. Oh yeah, one more. I got one more rock one, but I got the Talbot Brothers of Bermuda Calypsos, just because I was like, this could be good background music. It was free, looked interesting, so I said, okay, check this out. Looks kind of old. ABC Paramount label. Why not? Put some weird stuff in my collection. And last freebie, and then the rest are all Dollar Bin stuff. The Dollar Bin had some great stuff. You'll see. But this was a good freebie. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful Day at Carnegie Hall. Pretty sweet. Beautiful Day live album. There's a little bit of stuff. I need to clean all these. It's pretty filthy. But I think they got this and they're like, it's not even worth us cleaning it. We'll just throw it in the free stuff. And I can't complain about dirty records if they're in the free stuff. Right? Can't complain about that. Got a couple more. That's just freebie stuff. Here's the Dollar Bin stuff, and I'll explain some of it. Some of it, I'm just gonna breeze through. But first one I got from the Dollar Bin, I got the Kenny Rogers, if you can see it, and the first edition Greatest Hits. And I literally bought that for one song, for the Just Dropped In song, the one that's on the Big Lebowski soundtrack. So I bought it for that one song, and that's it. This is pretty beat up, but that song plays through, so I'm pretty happy about it. I'm not a big Kenny Rogers guy, but I really liked that song. And the first edition stuff is kind of cool. It's a little like psyche, like country rock, psych rock stuff. Pretty cool. It's actually decent music. I actually kind of like the first edition stuff, but Kenny Rogers isn't my favorite. But for a buck, why not? Also got here's some more Dollar Bin Brian Auger Express. This is very 70s feeling, like jazz rock stuff, piano jazz fusion stuff. But it's cool. I like this stuff. It's fun, good background music. If that sounds interesting to you, check it out. But yeah, Dollar Bin on RCA label. Dallor Bin Raided. Got this Santana record. What's this one called? Brobaletta? Santana? I'm a Santana fan. I like Santana a lot. I never really gave Santana much of a chance when I was younger, but maybe about 5 or 6 years ago, my father-in-law gave me his old record collection, and there was a bunch of Santana stuff in there, and I was like, you know what, Santana's album covers are pretty cool looking. I'm going to listen to them, and you know what, I kind of fell in love with it, and now I'm picking up Santana stuff when I find it cheap, and this was cheap. Gotta listen to it still. I don't know, I've never listened to this one, but I'm excited to check it out. Spent most of my youth listening to punk and hardcore and metal and all that fun stuff. So catching up with some of the old rock stuff that I never really got into. But Santana is interesting. We all know what Santana is. It's jazz rock stuff. This one I was super stoked on. Again, I'm not a big fan of the Rolling Stones, but I really like their Satanic Majesty's Request. I really like this album. And I was super stoked. Even though this album cover was torn off, it was $1, man. See that? All these $1 marks are true. Somebody signed it, Fisher. So somebody named Fisher had it before. But the gatefold's in great condition. The back album cover is in great condition. It's on the Blue London label. Blue London label. It's got some scratches, I'm not going to lie. Mostly superficial. There's one real long, rough one. And I'll see if I could show it to you. If you could see it. Yeah, you could see it, I think. Is that it? Yeah, you could see that. If you could see that, that is a scratch. And it goes across the whole B side. But it doesn't ever repeat, and the pops and clicks don't really come through when the music's playing. So I consider this one a win, even with that giant scratch on it. Dallor, excellent record. One of probably my favorite Rolling Stones. I'm not a big Rolling Stones guy, I'm not gonna lie. It's probably, I think I have that and half of another Rolling Stones album in my whole collection. But in the Dallor bin, I'll pick it up. Next is another one I don't know much about, Rare Bird. I listened to this one already, and it's pretty good. It's like funky rock, psychedelic rock stuff. It's pretty good. It's not the best. Maybe I need to spin it a couple more times, but this is a cool album. Like I said, take it for $1. This was a big deal one. Saxon, Denim and Leather. I was really excited to find this in the Dallor bin. And I looked at it, and it's got some scratches. I haven't listened to it through, so I don't know how much it affects play. But there's some drawing on the labels, and this label's got a big tear in it, the one side of the label. But this cover for Dallor Bin, this cover's in pretty good shape. And from what I looked at in this record, it looks like it's going to play through. So this is an exciting one. This one I was stoked to find. I already have a copy of this too, but I was excited to find a second copy for $1. You can't go wrong with Saxon for $1. Yeah, I got about 12 from the Dallor bin, so hang in there. I'll do these two at once. These were a little rough condition. They're pretty scraped up. Need a good cleaning, but Cosmos Factory, Credence, on the Fantasy label, and I also got Credence Bayou Country. Another good one. Credence, you can't go wrong with Credence. And I actually don't have any Credence in my collection because I have been holding out on buying it because I wanted to find it like in a Dallor bin or something. I don't think I need perfect, pristine copies of these. I do like having them though. I like having that in my collection. Yeah, I got 4 more, guys. If you want to hold in there, it's probably gonna be about a 20-minute video. I only meant to do this real quick. Got a second copy of this Fever Tree, which I already had a copy. This copy is a little rough. It has no inner. Yeah, there's some scrapes. It's actually pretty clean, but there's some scratches and fingerprints and stuff. It needs a little cleaning. I need to put an inner sleeve in there. But Fever Tree in the Dallor bin. This is an excellent like psych rock album. Rock and roll, a little bit of psych in there. It's a good album. This is good. I really enjoyed this one. I have a copy in the back. I have another copy that's in a little better condition than this, but that one's still in the shrink too for $1. Can't go wrong. And I got Children of the Future by Steve Miller Band. I think this is the more psych rock Steve Miller Band stuff, the early on stuff. This one came out in, when did this come out? I don't know. I think it came out in the late 60s. But this one didn't have any, no inner sleeve. Capital rainbow label. But sleeves in good condition. The record looks to be in pretty good condition. And I've been meaning to pick up the early Steve Miller Band stuff because I like his weird old, like, the first 2 or 3 albums are really cool and weird. I like his later stuff too. I like Steve Miller Band. It's like stuff I grew up on. My dad loves that dude. Another one. This is another score from the Dollar Bin. I got Cream, Disraeli Gears, $1. And if anything, this is a sleeve upgrade from the one I just got a few weeks ago. Let's see if we can find it. There it is. But I don't know if you watch my videos, you saw this. I got this one where the cat chewed all the corners, and I was a little upset about it. But if anything, I can either upgrade to this one and keep this one's got the yellow Atco label, the dollar store one, Dollar Bin one. But this is in halfway decent shape too. Playable, for sure going to be playable. And I think the record might be in better condition, but this record has the cool Atco pink and blue label. So we'll see. I might just keep both of these, but I'm pretty stoked about this find. And the last one I picked up for a buddy, because I am not an Eagles fan, but a friend of mine is, and I'm just going to give him this. This was in the Dollar Bin because of that. Because somebody took a bite out of it. But, yeah. No inner. Decent shape. Asylum label. $1 on the border. Eagles. Like I said, I'm not stoked about the Eagles. But I saw this, and when I see cheap Eagles records, I pick them up for a friend of mine who really likes the Eagles. A friend at work who I kind of got into record collecting. So if I can help him out when I find good records, he may end up with that Saxon too. I'm not sure. But anyway, cheers everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Little Dollar Bin flex for you. Don't discount those dollar bins. You find gold sometimes. Cheers everybody.